Yeah, I was happy with the start, 1-0, but I was also happy with the quality of the goal. And that was a pretty good goal. I mean, that ball came across with some speed, and Aaron came in at the back post. I mean, it was, a pretty well-crafted goal. So, yeah, that put a smile on my face.
Talk about Kovar. You talked about him after the Houston game. You like him because he's a competitor, but for him to get it 3 minutes in, your thoughts on Aaron?
He did well. I mean, yeah, the goal was the highlight reel, right? And some of the other stuff he needs to keep improving, working on. We almost forget that he's still kind of a young guy. I mean, I don't know how many MLS games he has under his belt, but he still needs a little bit of, some of that maturity, the thought process. I felt after he scored, he puffed his chest out, which is great. The only confident players, but then he was trying a few flicks and things, and he's got to make sure that he sticks with the game plan. Stick what got him where he was. So we'll address that. But overall, he was very, very good. His set pieces were very good.
Coach, what do you make of the game from Nuhu today? Of coming up that left side with a lot of speed.
Good. Well, we had it designed like that. So we had Aaron staying wide on the right-hand side, almost like a true winger, and then Delem was just, there to support. But I wanted Irvin Parra to pinch in closer because he's more of a center forward than he is a winger. And then that opened up that space for Nuhu. So the game plan was, designed almost for Nuhu and his strengths.
Would you say that the execution of that plan is what made the team look more cohesive out there than the Timbers?
Well, okay, I was happy with the first goal. But then after the first goal, the learning curve for that group of players was at 1-0, we should be dictating tempo. And it was actually the Timbers that came out and had us pinned in for extended periods of time in that first half. So we discussed that at halftime, working on their mentality, and I think they came out and well-deserved penalty, could have been the goal anyway if he played advantage. But I think we played much better in the second half. When we went up 2-1, I think we dictated tempo then.
The players signed to the short-term contracts today for this game. What were some standouts for those guys?
I think they all played well. I mean, to me, what it says is that the things that we're trying to do at this club, get the academy integrated, get S2 integrated with the first team, I think some of those things you're seeing a little bit of, we're bearing some fruit there. It's a lot of hard work by Ezra, a lot of hard work by the academy guys, and that's pushing up to our level, and that's what I like to see. I thought all of the S2 players played extremely well.
With Sam Rogers being in high school, you're familiar with signing a pro contract out of high school. Did you talk to him a little bit about your experiences at that same point?
I told him not to be such a nice kid. But I didn't talk to him about my high school career because that's way, way, way long time ago. But I am immensely proud that Sam is good enough. The academy, he's a really good kid and a good soccer player, so I'm very proud that he's able to, sign a pro contract and, hopefully do good things for this club.
Brian, though you guys dictated tempo, looked like you guys had some intentionality with your possession. Is that something you've been working on, or something that
this was a group we put together. We trained like half of them when S2 was on the road. Ezra was able to give me a few guys. They trained in with the first team to give them a little taste of that. And then we really only had one day when they came back from RGV to really put in tactics into place. That was all them. It was not us as coaches. That was that group of players really coming out and trying to prove that they belong.
And what does that say about their soccer IQ then?
It says a lot. I mean, sure, we have to guide them and give them the tools to be successful and, do all that sort of stuff. But again, this game was a testament to the kids that went out there and played.
Did you have anything in particular to say to them before the match? That you can share with us?
Well, I actually put together video clips of the 2014 Timbers match out here and the 2015 Timbers match out here, the red card dilemma. And we talked through some of the key moments in both of those games. And I didn't have to say any more because the highlights were obviously skewed, towards us. But You know, I did show them the red cards and the trouble we got into, and the fact that it could be a physical game. And I think they held their composure well, and I wanted them to see the quality. Because if you remember those 2 games, I mean, we had Oba out there, we had Dempsey, we had Marshall, we had a bunch of, you know, good players out there. And I wanted them to match the quality that they saw on the film.
Do you have any thoughts